WWF Champion and Alliance leader, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. In the ring from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, is the World Wrestling Federation Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
There he is, Cole, the greatest WWF champion of all time.
I see you're sporting the Stone Cold colors out here tonight, wearing the Stone Cold t-shirt after the man who leads by example embarrassed you on Raw Monday night, middle of the ring.
No. I respect the Bionic Redneck. I respect the leader of the Alliance. I'm not saying I always agree with him. I'm not always saying I please the man, but I respect him, and you should too.
Wait a minute. Well, it's supposed to be Austin versus Jericho, but that's Commissioner Regal. The WWF Commissioner, William Regal.
I don't know what he's doing out here.
Your name might be Stone Cold Steve Austin, and you may be the WWF champion, but you don't make the rules around here. I do.
What? What is he talking about, please?
And so tonight, your match against Y2J will be for the WWF Championship.
All right! Yeah!
That ain't right, that ain't fair!
Commissioner Regal asserting his authority! What do you mean it's not fair? He's the commissioner, he can do anything he wants!
Yeah, but look at Austin, he don't sweat that. He's smiling.
He's sick, he's psychotic!
You're damn right, he's the champ.
What an opportunity for Y2J tonight live! The WWF title is on the line!
The challenger from Winnipeg, Manitoba, weighing in at 227 pounds, Chris Jericho.
What a way to end SmackDown if Jericho can bring the WWF title home where it belongs! And Jericho wasted little time. And here we go, Austin and Jericho. WWF title is on the line. And Taz, you gotta believe Jericho can't be 100%. He suffered a concussion in his match at SummerSlam Sunday, but he can't pass on this
I
opportunity.
love it, Cole. Already, I don't have to agree with nothing. Already, you're backtracking, making excuses for Jericho. He's gonna get beat. Plain and simple, he's gonna get stunned
I'm
and
making
beat.
excuses.
Yes,
I'm
you
telling
are.
it the way it is. Telling it the way it is that Austin's still lucky to be WWF champion after the performance by Angle on SummerSlam Sunday in Austin into
I
the
don't know, I'm
post.
more concerned now with Austin's shoulder. He might have just separated it.
And Chris Jericho working on that left shoulder of Stone Cold Steve Austin. What an opportunity for Chris Jericho. He had an opportunity a few weeks ago at King of the Ring. He gets a rematch here tonight against Stone Cold.
Yeah, what an opportunity for Stone Cold to finally shut up the big mouth of Chris Jericho.
Austin must be livid, never expected. Wait a minute, here's the roll-up. Jericho may have it. No, a kick out.
Well, you ain't gonna get Pink Stone Cold Steve Austin out of you. That's for damn sure.
And there you see Kurt Angle looking on. Kurt Angle watching intently. He wants Stone Cold Steve Austin. Angle, in my opinion, should be the WWF champion.
Right now, my concern is Stone Cold Steve Austin's shoulder. Jericho has got a good strategy, I hate to admit it, by trying to pick apart that
There's the
shoulder.
cover championship on the line, and Austin slips out of the cover by Jericho. Nice drop toe hold by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Floats quickly into that face locking on.
There goes
Jericho
again.
reversal.
Jericho's got a hammer lock, which really torques your shoulder and your rotator cuff. I still don't think it's fair, but I mean, you know, that's all right. Stone Cold's WWF champion. He'll wrestle out of this.
Austin went through a long physical battle at SummerSlam with Kurt Angle. Now he's tossed into this WWF title match tonight by the WWF Commissioner, William Regal.
Well, Jericho, as usual, gets what he wants. He's a lucky punk. He gets everything he wants.
No, he's not lucky.
He's a
He's just
prima
good.
donna. He ain't good. He's a prima donna.
Chris Jericho going for the walls. Can he lock it in?
No way.
Can he lock it in?
He ain't turning
If he
Austin.
does, it's over. And Austin desperately makes it to the
Not a
ring.
shot. Not that easy, Y2J.
And Austin tosses Y2J through the middle rope. And now the Texas Rattlesnake with the WWF title on the line can take control of a fallen Chris Jericho.
Austin's dangerous out here, Cole. He'll pick him apart.
And Chris Jericho, Y2J, bouncing off the announce table right here in front of us. The psychotic Stone Cold Steve Austin off the ring post. Jericho.
There's that shoulder. There's that shoulder again.
Now Stone Cold going for that ring post like he did at Kurt Angle at SummerSlam. And Jericho giving Austin some of his own medicine.
Jericho's a desperate man. That's what he is, a desperate man trying to pick the shoulder apart.
Chris Jericho's desperate because he wants to bring the barricade.
Jericho's sadistic, no respect for our leader. He knows Austin's hurt, and he's trying to take out his shoulder.
Chris Jericho, listen to those chops throughout the arena.
Sure, Jericho couldn't be in the ring, so he beats him up on the outside.
He tossed him back into the ring because you can't win the WWF title outside. Smart maneuver by Jericho.
Yeah, real smart. He just got a double axe handle on the back of his big head.
Kurt Angle looking on again.
Whoa.
Look at the intensity in the eyes of Kurt Angle.
Yeah, and he's drinking water. Where's your milk, Angle?
Angle desperately believes he should have been WWF champion Sunday, and I concur.
Cole, you don't want to be in the other end of Austin's wrath. You know what that's looking like.
Look at Chris Jericho continues to work on that shoulder of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin in a tremendous amount of pain.
Jericho's trying to play crossover and he just got it.
Well, come on, give Jericho some props, Kaz. He's doing a tremendous job on Stone Cold Steve Austin, wearing him down.
No, he is. I mean, I'll give you that. That's cool, that's fine. But he's going to have to do a lot more to Austin than pick apart his shoulder. But Austin, he's got to be hurt. Yeah, he did get to the rope.
WWF champion gets to the rope, forces Chris Jericho to break the hold.
Austin break. Hold on, Cole. Why doesn't the ref break the hold completely? The man was on the ropes.
Look out, shot to the chest. Jericho whipped across the ring by Austin. Austin counters! And a desperation maneuver. And looking in favor of the shoulder for Stone Cold. It buys Austin some time.
Of course, Jericho rammed his shoulder, Austin's shoulder, into the damn ring post. Is that legal? No.
Referee asks Austin if he wanted to give it up. The toughest SOB in the world today says hell no. Austin trying to get some blood flowing back into that shoulder.
Y2J disrespected Austin. Nice.
Oh, a low blow. Austin had the referee distracted talking about the shoulder and the rattlesnake with a low blow striking Jericho.
Our leader is a ring general. So smart. What a tactician.
The WWF title on the line. Stone Cold with that sick look in his eye. It was Chris Jericho that came out here earlier on tonight, running his mouth, embarrassed, humiliated Austin.
The fact of the matter is, that's true. The fact of the matter is, Y2J wrote a check with his mouth that his ass can't cash, and Austin's gonna cash it.
WWF Championship on the line. We are live in Denver with SmackDown. Chris Jericho with a golden opportunity as Stone Cold slides out of the ring.
Get him, Rattlesnake, get him, baby!
And referee Earl Hebner telling the champ, get him back in the ring. Jericho cannot win the title outside the ring. Oh, look at Austin ramming Jericho with a steel post.
Hit it. You gotta love it. Right on the spine. Yeah, Jericho, say something funny now. Kills your legs. That numbs your legs right out of you.
Jake Stone Cold has something to prove here tonight, Taz. He never pinned Kurt Angle at SummerSlam. Never got the job done, in my opinion. And tonight, brutally beating Chris Jericho. Trying to prove something here tonight.
Right now, Cole Austin is leading by example, as usual, by destroying Chris Jericho for showing no respect. You don't diss Austin.
Stone Cold, the paranoid champion, is psychotic. We saw his psychotic side against Kurt Angle at SummerSlam Sunday. And now we're seeing it against Jericho here tonight with the WWF title on the line. Jericho counters, rolls him up. Could have a new champion. He got it. No. Austin kicks out after two. Follows it up with a wicked right hand.
The vicious rattlesnake knocking the tape flat out of Jericho's big mouth.
Austin complaining to the referee that Jericho had his trunks. I didn't see that.
He did. Come on, Cole. He did.
And this crowd is all over Stone Cold Steve Austin. Unflattering chants directed at the rattlesnake.
If these people don't shut up, believe me, Austin will never come back to Denver.
And Stone Cold Steve Austin, WWF champion, in control of Jericho.
Hey, Cole, you gotta admit, you've been on the other end.
Countered by Jericho.
Damn.
Here comes Y2J, battling back for the title on the line.
Come on, Austin, shut him down. He's working on that shoulder again.
Jericho whipped across the ring. Up over the top goes Chris Jericho.
No.
And Jericho setting Austin up. If he can lock in the walls of Jericho, it's going to be all over. It'll be all over.
Don't turn him. Don't get the ropes, Austin. There you go.
And Austin
Ring presence.
to the ropes again. Great ring presence by the champion.
Why is Hebner not yanking off Jericho quicker?
He got him off what he wanted to do. Stone Cold into the turnbuckle. Jericho, bulldog.
Austin might be out, Cole. No.
Challenger building up on the line. Something Austin countered.
Yeah, I love it.
Austin had Jericho scattered perfectly with the title on the line.
Austin buried his knees right in Jericho's guts.
Stone Cold writhing in pain. Chris Jericho stumbling to his feet. World Wrestling Federation title is on his line. Austin telling Jericho to get up.
There it
Going for
is.
the stunner. Jericho counter. once again. Desperation by the champion Austin as Jericho tried to just pull that shoulder out. Imagine the torque on the shoulder.
Look at how tough our leader is. Look at them guts and heart and pride of Stone Cold by fighting through that pain.
Stone Cold is desperate. Right hand by the champion misses. Jericho as well. Big knockdown. Rolls up Austin. He may have him. Wait a minute. Austin's got the ropes. Austin's got the ropes. Damn it, Austin had the ropes.
You gotta love it,
Here's
baby.
your winner and still World Wrestling Federation champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Jericho can't believe it. Austin stole one. Jericho didn't deserve this. What a valiant effort by Chris Jericho.
That's the bottom line. Austin's still WWF champion. What an impressive display of wrestling technique.
Yeah, he was a WWF champion because he cheated and he used the ropes and Taz. You may be impressed with Austin, but these WWF fans in Denver, and in my humble opinion, Kurt Angle was the superstar who was truly impressive tonight.